Hi, it's Dr. William Lee here. If you're over 60 and struggling with stubborn belly fat that just won't seem to go away, no matter how much you walk or how carefully you eat, this video is for you. I want to share with you the number one exercise that's been shown to help melt belly fat naturally, strengthen your body, and improve your overall health in just 30 days. And no, it's not endless crunches or hours on the treadmill. It's something gentler, smarter, and far more effective for your body at this stage of life. Let's start by understanding what really happens after 50. For most men, the body begins to slow down, muscle mass declines, hormones like testosterone drop, and metabolism becomes less efficient. What used to work in your 30s or 40s, like skipping a meal or taking an extra jog, doesn't have the same impact anymore. Belly fat starts to accumulate, especially around the midsection, and it becomes harder to lose even with effort. That's not just about appearance, it's about health. Belly fat, also known as visceral fat, surrounds your organs and increases the risk of heart disease, diabetes, and inflammation throughout the body. But here's the good news. Your body is still capable of burning fat and building strength. It just needs the right kind of movement. You see, after 60, your body responds best to exercises that activate multiple muscle groups, improve circulation, and enhance balance all at once. That's where the number one belly fat melting exercise comes in, chair-based strength training. It might sound simple, but don't underestimate it. Done correctly and consistently, it activates the largest muscles in your body, your legs, glutes, core, and back, which are the engines of your metabolism. The more muscle you engage, the more energy your body burns, not just during the exercise, but for hours afterward. Let's take a simple example, seated leg lifts combined with arm movements. Sitting on a sturdy chair, lift one knee at a time while pressing your hands together or lifting light weights. This works your lower abdomen, hips, and arms all at once. It improves balance, builds stability, and engages your core, the very area that tends to store fat after 60. Add slow, controlled breathing, and you're also enhancing oxygen flow, which boosts fat metabolism. If you practice this for 10 to 15 minutes daily, you're not just burning calories, you're retraining your metabolism to work efficiently again. The secret behind why this works so well lies in how your body responds to strength activity. Walking is great for cardiovascular health, but it doesn't do much to maintain muscle mass. When you include resistance, like using your body weight, light dumbbells, or even resistance bands, you signal your body to preserve and rebuild muscle. That extra muscle tissue burns more calories at rest, helping to reduce belly fat even while you sleep. It's like turning your body back into a fat-burning machine. But exercise alone isn't enough. What you eat plays a huge role in how your body uses or stores fat. Focus on nutrient-rich foods that support muscle growth and hormone balance. Lean proteins like fish, chicken, and beans help repair tissues and maintain strength. Fiber-rich vegetables like spinach, broccoli, and carrots support digestion and reduce bloating. Healthy fats like olive oil, avocado, and nuts keep your hormones stable and your heart strong. Avoid ultra-processed foods, sugary snacks, and drinks, which can spike insulin and encourage belly fat storage. Think of food as medicine. Every bite can either fuel health or feed disease. Another key factor is sleep. Most men underestimate how powerful a good night's rest is for fat loss. When you sleep deeply, your body produces growth hormone, which helps burn fat and rebuild muscle. On the other hand, lack of sleep raises cortisol levels, a stress hormone that tells your body to store more fat, especially around the abdomen. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep each night. Create a calming bedtime routine, dim lights, no screens, and a consistent schedule. Hydration is another silent factor that supports fat loss. As we age, the sensation of thirst decreases and mild dehydration can slow metabolism and make you feel tired. Drinking water before meals not only helps digestion, but can also reduce overeating. Try keeping a glass of water nearby throughout the day, or add slices of lemon or cucumber for a refreshing boost. Now let's talk about consistency. You don't need to spend hours at the gym or push yourself to exhaustion. What matters most is showing up every day and giving your body a reason to move. A 10-minute chair exercise routine each morning and evening can transform your energy, your posture, and your waistline. Pair that with a balanced diet and regular sleep, and within 30 days, you'll start noticing the difference. Not just in how you look, but in how you feel. You'll find your energy returning, your joints will feel looser, your balance steadier, and your mind clearer. You might even find that your clothes fit better without drastic dieting or discomfort. This is what real, sustainable fat loss looks like after 60. It's about working with your body, not against it. And remember, your body's ability to change doesn't disappear with age. It simply needs new guidance. The same metabolism that slowed down can be reignited through the right habits. By focusing on strength, movement, nutrition, rest, and hydration, you're giving your body the exact tools it needs to burn fat and restore vitality naturally. So if you're over 60 and frustrated by belly fat that won't budge, start small. Try that 10-minute chair routine today. Lift your knees, engage your arms, breathe deeply, and let your body remember what it's capable of. Because it's never too late to get stronger, healthier, and leaner again. And every step, every movement, every healthy choice you make brings you closer to the version of yourself you want to be. As we age, our bodies go through a series of natural changes that make staying active more challenging, but also more important than ever. After the age of 60, muscle mass begins to decline faster, a condition called sarcopenia, and with that loss of muscle comes a slower metabolism. This means that even if someone eats the same foods or maintains the same routine they had in their 40s, their body burns fewer calories and stores more fat, especially around the belly. That's why traditional approaches like walking alone often stop producing results. While walking is excellent for heart health and overall movement, it doesn't challenge the muscles enough to trigger meaningful metabolic change. That's where chair-based strength exercises come in. They allow you to activate key muscle groups safely, effectively, and without putting stress on your joints. Think about how your muscles function. They aren't just for movement, they're metabolic powerhouses. Every time you use them, especially through resistance or strength exercises, you send signals to your body to burn more energy. Muscle tissue requires more energy even at rest, meaning that the more muscle you maintain or build, the higher your resting metabolic rate becomes. Chair-based strength exercises are uniquely powerful because they focus on controlled muscle engagement. They allow older adults to safely perform movements that stimulate large muscles in the legs, arms, and core, all while sitting, which minimizes the risk of falls and injuries. For someone over 60, this type of exercise isn't just about burning calories, it's about keeping the body metabolically young. A simple movement like seated leg lifts or chair squats engages the quadriceps, hamstrings, and glutes, some of the largest muscle groups in the body. When those muscles activate, they release chemical messengers called myokines, which communicate with your brain, fat tissue, and immune system. Myokines help reduce inflammation, improve insulin sensitivity, and support the breakdown of stored fat. This biochemical process is one of the key reasons why strength exercises, even from a chair, outperform walking when it comes to burning belly fat and improving overall health. Another major benefit is that these exercises can be adapted to any fitness level. Someone who hasn't moved much in years can start slowly, simply lifting their legs one at a time while sitting straight and tightening their abdominal muscles. Over time, they can progress to adding light resistance like ankle weights or resistance bands. The beauty of this approach is consistency. Because it's safe and accessible, most people can perform these exercises daily without needing a gym, fancy equipment, or supervision. The key is regular engagement of muscles, even in short bursts, which creates continuous stimulation of metabolism. In men over 60, testosterone levels decline gradually each year, and this hormone plays a vital role in muscle maintenance and fat metabolism. When muscle mass decreases, fat tends to accumulate, especially in the midsection. Chair-based exercises help counteract that by stimulating natural testosterone production through resistance movement. This effect, combined with better blood circulation from consistent training, supports not just physical energy, but also cognitive clarity and emotional well-being. When blood flow improves, oxygen and nutrients reach the muscles and organs more efficiently, keeping the body and mind alert. Let's consider the metabolic effect in simple terms. Walking primarily burns calories during the activity itself. Once you stop walking, your calorie burn rate quickly returns to normal. Strength training, even from a chair, has what's called an afterburn effect, or excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. That means your body continues burning calories for hours after the session as it repairs and rebuilds muscle fibers. This prolonged calorie burn is what makes strength-based movement far more effective for long-term fat loss, particularly stubborn belly fat that tends to accumulate with age. Another important factor is balance and stability. Many people over 60 fear losing balance or falling, which discourages them from exercising. Chair exercises remove that fear barrier entirely. You can safely build strength while seated, engaging your core muscles in every movement. A strong core supports better posture, improved digestion, and reduced back pain, all of which contribute to more energy and confidence in daily life. Over time, this creates a positive feedback loop. The more strength and stability you gain, the more active and independent you become. Chair exercises also help maintain flexibility, something that walking doesn't do as effectively. Movements like seated torso twists, arm raises, or ankle rotations increase joint mobility and range of motion. This keeps the body limber, reduces stiffness, and makes everyday tasks like bending, lifting, or reaching much easier. These simple movements train the nervous system to coordinate better between your brain and muscles, improving overall movement control and reaction time. Another reason chair exercises are superior for older adults is accessibility. Anyone can do them, whether recovering from an injury, managing arthritis, or dealing with chronic conditions like diabetes or hypertension. These low-impact movements are gentle on the heart but powerful for circulation. As you activate the leg and arm muscles, blood flow improves, helping the cardiovascular system deliver oxygen efficiently and remove waste products. Improved circulation supports skin health, brain function, and even digestion, which all slow down naturally with age. Incorporating breathing techniques into these exercises enhances their benefits further. Deep, controlled breathing increases oxygen intake, which helps muscles work more efficiently and reduces stress hormones like cortisol. High cortisol levels are directly linked to abdominal fat storage, especially in older adults. By combining movement with mindful breathing, you help regulate your hormonal balance while improving metabolism. This dual effect makes each session more effective, not just for physical transformation, but for mental calmness and emotional stability. Nutrition also plays a vital role in supporting these exercises. Consuming adequate protein helps repair and build muscle fibers, ensuring that the strength gained through training isn't lost. Pairing chair-based strength workouts with protein-rich meals, such as eggs, fish, legumes, or lean meats, can amplify results. Proper hydration further boosts performance by keeping joints lubricated and aiding metabolic function. What's truly transformative about chair based strength training is that it gives people over 60 a renewed sense of control. Instead of feeling limited by aging or joint pain, it empowers them to take charge of their health using movements they can perform safely anywhere. Even 10 to 15 minutes a day can spark noticeable improvements in posture, strength, and endurance within weeks. The small effort compounds into major changes in how one feels, looks, and functions. Science continues to show that muscle is medicine. Every contraction sends healing signals through the body, rejuvenating tissues, enhancing immunity, and keeping metabolism active. That's why chair-based exercises aren't just an alternative for those who can't walk long distances. They're a superior method for reigniting the body's natural ability to stay lean, strong, and full of life after 60. Nutrition, sleep, and hydration form the foundation of natural energy restoration and fat reduction, especially as we age. After 60, the body's metabolism slows, hormones shift, and the balance between energy intake and output becomes more delicate. Many people assume that losing belly fat is simply about cutting calories, but the truth runs deeper. The body becomes more sensitive to the quality of what we consume, the timing of when we eat, and the way we recover through rest and hydration. These three pillars, nutrition, sleep, and hydration, work together to support healthy weight management, hormone regulation, and overall vitality. When it comes to nutrition, the focus should move from restriction to nourishment. The foods we eat are not just sources of calories, they are sources of information for the body. Every bite sends signals that either promote fat storage or encourage fat burning. After 60, muscle mass naturally declines, and this loss reduces the number of calories the body burns at rest. To counter this, it becomes essential to eat foods that support muscle repair and sustain energy without spiking blood sugar. Protein plays a major role here. Lean meats, eggs, fish, beans, and Greek yogurt help maintain muscle strength and promote satiety, reducing the likelihood of overeating. Including a good protein source in each meal also helps stabilize insulin, the hormone that regulates blood sugar and fat storage. But it's not just about protein. Fiber-rich foods like vegetables, fruits, and whole grains are equally critical. Fiber slows digestion, balances blood sugar, and feeds the healthy bacteria in your gut that play a role in fat metabolism. A well-balanced gut microbiome has been linked to lower inflammation and improved fat regulation. As inflammation decreases, hormones such as leptin and ghrelin, the ones that control hunger and fullness, begin to work properly again. This reduces cravings and helps you feel satisfied with smaller portions. A colorful plate full of natural, whole foods becomes not only a source of energy, but also a signal to your body that it's safe to release stored fat, especially around the belly. Processed foods, on the other hand, do the opposite. High sugar and refined carb items such as pastries, white bread, or sweetened beverages lead to quick spikes in blood sugar followed by sharp drops. This roller coaster effect causes fatigue, mood swings, and an increased desire for more sugar. Over time, this pattern leads to insulin resistance, a major contributor to belly fat accumulation in older adults. Reducing added sugars and choosing complex carbs like oats, quinoa, and brown rice allows your body to use energy more efficiently while maintaining a steady blood sugar level throughout the day. Healthy fats also play an important role in natural energy and fat reduction. Omega-3 fatty acids from fish, walnuts, and flax seeds reduce inflammation, improve heart health, and support brain function. Monounsaturated fats from olive oil and avocados can help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. These vitamins support hormone balance and energy metabolism. Contrary to old diet myths, consuming healthy fats does not make you gain fat. In fact, when paired with lean proteins and complex carbohydrates, these fats help regulate hunger hormones, making it easier to maintain a balanced calorie intake naturally. while nutrition builds the base of fat loss and energy restoration. Sleep determines how well that nutrition is used. Quality sleep is one of the most overlooked yet powerful factors in maintaining a healthy body composition. As men age, sleep cycles can become more fragmented, often due to hormonal changes or lifestyle habits. Inadequate sleep directly affects the body's ability to regulate hunger and stress hormones. When you don't get enough rest, cortisol levels rise, and this stress hormone signals the body to store more fat, especially in the abdominal area. At the same time, lack of sleep reduces leptin, the hormone that tells you you're full, and increases ghrelin, the hormone that tells you you're hungry. This combination makes it nearly impossible to resist cravings the next day, particularly for high-calorie comfort foods. Restful sleep also supports the repair of muscles and tissues. When you perform physical activity or chair exercises, tiny muscle fibers break down and need time to rebuild stronger. This process primarily happens during deep sleep, where growth hormone production peaks. Without enough sleep, muscle recovery slows and energy levels drop, making it harder to stay active. Establishing a consistent sleep routine can dramatically change how your body burns fat and restores energy. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, keeping the bedroom dark and cool, and avoiding screens or caffeine before bedtime are small but effective habits. Hydration is the third critical element that ties the system together. Water is the medium in which every metabolic process in your body takes place. When you're dehydrated, your metabolism slows, digestion becomes less efficient, and fatigue sets in. Many people mistake thirst for hunger, leading to unnecessary snacking and calorie intake. Proper hydration helps the body transport nutrients, eliminate toxins, and regulate body temperature, all of which support better fat metabolism. For people over 60, the sense of thirst naturally decreases, so it's important to drink water consistently throughout the day, even if you don't feel thirsty. Hydration also plays a direct role in digestion and circulation. Water helps break down food and absorb nutrients effectively. It keeps the digestive system running smoothly, preventing constipation and bloating, which are common issues with age. Good hydration supports healthy kidney function, allowing the body to filter waste and excess sodium, which in turn reduces water retention and puffiness, making the body feel lighter and more energized. Drinking a glass of water before meals can also help control appetite naturally, preventing overeating without the need for strict dieting. Adding hydrating foods to your diet, like cucumbers, oranges, melons, and leafy greens, can complement your fluid intake. Herbal teas, especially green tea or chamomile, can provide antioxidants and support gentle detoxification without relying on caffeine. Reducing sugary drinks and alcohol is equally important since they dehydrate the body and interfere with sleep and hormone regulation. All three elements, nutrition, sleep, and hydration, are interdependent. Poor nutrition affects sleep quality, dehydration leads to fatigue, and lack of sleep increases cravings for unhealthy food. When one pillar weakens, the others suffer too. But when all three align, the body begins to function harmoniously again. Energy stabilizes, mood improves, and fat loss occurs naturally without extreme diets or exhausting workouts. The power of this combination is that it works with your biology, not against it. By focusing on nourishment instead of deprivation, rest instead of overexertion, and hydration instead of artificial stimulants, the body finds its natural rhythm again. Every system, digestive, endocrine, cardiovascular, and nervous, benefits from this balance. The result is not just a slimmer waistline, but renewed energy, sharper focus, and a sense of well-being that extends beyond physical appearance. Over time, small, consistent actions, eating whole foods, sleeping deeply, and staying hydrated, create compounding benefits. The metabolism becomes more efficient, inflammation decreases, and the body's natural ability to burn fat is restored. The belly fat that once seemed impossible to lose begins to melt gradually, not through force or restriction, but through alignment with how the body was meant to function. When you nourish your body, give it rest, and keep it hydrated, you're not just losing weight, you're rebuilding your foundation for lifelong vitality. Consistency in daily movement is one of the most powerful tools for transforming health after 60. It's not about intense workouts or long hours in the gym. It's about creating small, sustainable actions that you repeat every single day until they become part of your lifestyle. The body thrives on rhythm and routine. When you move consistently, even in simple ways, you train your muscles, joints, and metabolism to work together efficiently. Over time, this consistency rewires how your body uses energy, how it stores fat, and how it maintains balance both physically and hormonally. For older adults, this means greater strength, better coordination, and a metabolism that stays active long after exercise ends. The first thing to understand is that the human body was designed to move. Every cell, muscle, and organ responds positively to movement. Yet, as people age, daily activity tends to decrease. Sedentary habits, like sitting for long periods, cause muscles to weaken, joints to stiffen, and metabolism to slow down. This gradual decline in activity doesn't just affect strength, it changes how the body manages energy. When you move less, your body becomes less efficient at burning calories and more prone to storing fat. This is why many people notice their weight creeping up, even if their diet hasn't changed much. The good news is that this process can be reversed by reintroducing consistent, low-impact movement. The key is consistency. Doing something small every day has a far greater effect than doing something intense occasionally. Think of daily movement as sending constant reminders to your body: stay awake, stay alive, stay active. When you repeat these movements, your muscles learn to activate faster, your joints become more flexible, and your metabolism adapts to become more efficient. Over time, your body builds a new normal, a new metabolic set point that favors energy expenditure over fat storage. This rewiring process doesn't happen overnight, but with consistent effort, the results can be life-changing. When it comes to metabolism, daily movement has an incredible compounding effect. Physical activity stimulates the mitochondria, the energy factories inside your cells. The more you move, the more mitochondria your body produces, and the more energy you burn throughout the day, even when you're resting. This means that a person who moves consistently will burn more calories sitting still than someone who remains inactive. Regular movement also improves insulin sensitivity, which is vital for controlling blood sugar and reducing fat accumulation, particularly around the belly. By making movement a daily habit, you teach your body to use energy more efficiently and prevent the metabolic slowdown that often comes with age. Beyond metabolism, consistency in movement plays a crucial role in balance and coordination. Many people over 60 fear falling, and that fear often leads them to move less, creating a cycle of weakness and instability. But the more you move, the stronger your stabilizing muscles become. Daily activities like chair exercises, gentle yoga, or simply standing up and sitting down repeatedly strengthen the legs, hips, and core, the foundation of balance. These movements also train the brain to respond faster to changes in body position, improving reflexes and preventing falls. Another powerful effect of daily movement is improved circulation. Every time you move, your heart pumps more efficiently, delivering oxygen and nutrients throughout the body while helping remove waste products. Better blood flow enhances energy levels, sharpens focus, and even boosts mood by increasing endorphin production. Consistent movement also supports lymphatic drainage, which helps the body eliminate toxins and reduces inflammation, one of the hidden causes of weight gain and fatigue in older adults. But consistency doesn't mean doing the same thing every day. The body adapts quickly, so variety within your routine keeps progress steady. Alternating between stretching, resistance, and light cardio movements engages different muscle groups and prevents boredom. For example, you might start the morning with gentle stretches, take a short walk after lunch, and perform seated strength exercises in the evening. These activities, done regularly, keep your muscles active throughout the day and maintain a steady calorie burn. It's also important to connect movement with enjoyment. When you find joy in being active, you're more likely to stay consistent. Dancing, gardening, playing with pets, or walking with friends all count as movement. The goal is to make physical activity a natural part of your lifestyle rather than a task to check off a list. Over time, consistency transforms effort into habit and habit into identity. You stop thinking about exercise as something you have to do and start seeing it as something that defines how you live. From a hormonal perspective, regular movement has profound benefits. It helps regulate cortisol, the stress hormone that contributes to belly fat when elevated for too long. Exercise also boosts testosterone and growth hormone levels, which naturally decline with age but are essential for maintaining lean muscle mass. These hormones work together to support fat burning, energy production, and mental focus. When you move daily, you create a balanced internal environment where the body's natural fat burning processes can thrive. Consistency also plays a major role in mental health. Movement increases the production of serotonin and dopamine, neurochemicals responsible for mood regulation and motivation. Many people over 60 experience fatigue or mild depression due to decreased activity levels and social engagement. Regular movement acts like a natural antidepressant, improving confidence, sleep quality, and resilience to stress. It's not just about burning fat, it's about reigniting the spark that makes you feel alive. Another key benefit of daily movement is how it supports long-term fat loss. Many people focus on short-term results, expecting visible changes within days or weeks, but fat loss is a gradual process that depends on consistency. The more regularly you move, the more your body learns to tap into fat stores for energy. This metabolic flexibility, your body's ability to switch between burning carbs and fats, is what keeps fat loss sustainable. Unlike crash diets or sporadic exercise bursts, daily movement teaches your metabolism to stay active all the time, not just during workouts. Even gentle, low-impact exercises can produce remarkable changes when done consistently. Seated leg raises, arm curls with light weights, or torso rotations from a chair may seem simple, but when performed daily, they stimulate muscle growth, improve circulation, and enhance coordination. These small efforts accumulate over time, reshaping the body from the inside out. The process may be slow, but it's steady, and steadiness is what creates lasting transformation. It's also worth noting how consistent movement improves recovery and reduces pain. Stiffness and soreness often discourage older adults from staying active, but motion itself is medicine. Gentle activity lubricates the joints, nourishes cartilage, and strengthens the muscles that support weak areas. When you move every day, you reduce inflammation and increase flexibility, making future movement easier and more enjoyable. Consistency doesn't require perfection. Missing a day or taking a rest is natural, but what matters is returning to movement the next day. Progress comes from persistence, not intensity. Your body doesn't care whether you walked for an hour or stretched for 10 minutes. It responds to consistency. Even short, intentional moments of movement throughout the day, like standing up during commercials or taking a few steps after meals, make a difference. The beauty of consistent movement is that it builds momentum. Once you start feeling the benefits, better sleep, lighter mood, easier mobility, you'll naturally want to keep going. Each day builds on the last, reinforcing your strength, balance, and metabolic efficiency. Over time, your body becomes more capable, your posture improves, and your energy stabilizes. You begin to notice that climbing stairs feels easier, standing taller becomes effortless, and your belly fat gradually melts away as your metabolism stays active around the clock. What starts as small, daily movement eventually transforms into a lifestyle of vitality and strength. Consistency teaches your body to trust the process, to adapt, and to evolve. It's the quiet discipline of showing up every day, no matter how you feel, that rewires your metabolism, strengthens your balance, and supports lasting fat loss in the most natural way possible. At the end of the day, lasting change doesn't come from doing something extreme. It comes from doing something consistent. Whether it's a few minutes of chair exercises, a walk after dinner, or gentle stretching before bed, each small action tells your body that you're choosing life, strength, and health over decline. The beauty of consistency is that it doesn't just transform your body, it transforms your mindset. You begin to realize that it's never too late to rebuild your energy, reshape your metabolism, and reclaim your confidence. The key is to start today, keep moving tomorrow, and let every step remind you that age doesn't define your vitality. Your habits do.